Shit keep flickering, bro. That shit.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Can y'all hear me good, though? I know the camera flickering and shit, but how it sounds, though? Is the game too loud?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to
Might be
swarm
the
to the
Super
ball
Bowl.
and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Come on, man. We not
That one
playing
is
with these
incomplete.
niggas.
Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it.
Come on, man.
And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff now, 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Gang loud.
Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
How the game sound now?
Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
On 1st down, they'll run.
Don't
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in by Juju. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. First down, and they go right back to it. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw.
Oh, my God.
And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
No, fuck that.
From the gun, Goff. Taking his shot deep down the field and go.
Oh, we gone, baby. He do that too. You feel me?
There it is. Touchdown, Detroit.
He do that too, man.
The Lions start to fight back with their first points in this game.
Clip number 1.
It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Oh, we gotta play some B, man.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. That finds Hunt complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's complete to Juju. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Hey, bro, I'm screaming this
All
shit too.
plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And on Twitch. Yeah, this game right now, we live on YouTube.
Here's the lone back on the handoff.
You got your phone, baby?
But they don't get much there. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2.
I'm gonna let you put it in real quick so you can see that shit, man. Don't be looking at my plays though. It's a little lag though. You gonna be late on it.
I don't do that.
No, it's a lag though. You ain't gonna see that shit no way. You gonna be late on it.
Alright, that's cool. What's it on?
It's on go on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, on Kush Money. It's KUSH, then space MONEY.
Space, what kind? Just the regular little space joint? Or
Yeah, just the regular space. Yeah, regular space, and then money.
Alright, yeah, I'm on Kush Money.
Yo, you see, I'm live right now.
Hold on. Man, that shit ain't coming up. It just say, like, I'm on YouTube. I put in Kush/money.
No, ain't no slash. Ain't no slash. Take the slash out. It's just a space.
Alright, Kush.
Yeah, Kush, then hit the space, then money.
Alright, yeah, I got it.
You see? Yeah, you hear me?
Alright, yeah, I'm on it. Alright.
Yeah. Hey, what I was about to say, hit that subscribe for me too one time. Good looking too, bro.
Let's just say you go to YouTube once, Google.com. I gotta sign into this shit. I have my girl do it after the game.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, and I'll be making music and shit too. Like, check that shit out for me, man, on some real shit. But I'm about to fuck you up on this though, man. You let me know. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, that monkey.
I ain't know we was on live. I gotta do you dirty now.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. Deep for the
All right, I got
Lions, Khalif Raymond. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, that monkey. I need a second before I can put that on, though. I'm gonna have to wait till after this game, though, if I put the monkey.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Mahomes.
Hit. We need that.
Throws into heavy traffic.
We
and
need
it's
that. Oh.
intercepted. That's Carlton
You go.
Davis.
Come on, man.
And the Lions get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the
needed that,
interception.
man.
The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks out the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side,
I'm glad he dropped
a little
that.
seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it. As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off play action, Goff. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Yeah, I seen.
And he's going to be taken
Seen the
down
hole in
yards
his
shy of the
arm.
25. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first. A toss play, Montgomery. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. Finds Laporta.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in.
I wasn't even paying attention.
That's not a situation many players win.
I see.
A lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap here to go.
Oh, I see you.
Into
I see you.
traffic, complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Montgomery. And he's able to power this
Still ain't
forward,
getting
but they
it.
stop him after 2 yards. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's... And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jared Goff touchdown.
When the going gets tough, the
to
tough
the end
gets
zone.
going, man.
It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Fox now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
Oh, that's what would have been a pick.
Incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And we on their head.
Play before he was able to
they getting hit every time. It ain't like they just ain't nobody
like to see
touching.
that physical edge and scrappiness to contest
no
any kind of shot plays deep.
And that's
boys getting touched every
also stops the
time.
clock with just 5 seconds left.
They scared because
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Shit.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away.
It's a preview of the Super
Reynolds
Bowl
to
right
return
here.
it. He stopped on the return to the 27.
Hard time. I ain't no Lions bandwagon. I've been fucking with the Lions. Yeah, I'm from Detroit.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now gone.
Oh, we gone.
Finds
We
his
gone.
man. It's Amon-Ra St.
We
Brown.
gone.
Free inside the 30.
Damn, this nigga
They
got
rip
caught.
off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up
Man
with
got
1st and
caught.
goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
almost
Looking for the
fucked
back
some
that
shit up.
time.
Bullshit.
It's 2nd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Carry here for Montgomery. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it in close.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he gets in on the sneak, touchdown.
You feel me? Ain't no plan.
Coming out of halftime. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack.
We need that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Running on second with Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Dimes for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Lions making a 3-score game in the fourth. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now play action, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Back to the air, Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. On target to Worthy. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it.
Need that.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Montgomery. Past midfield to the 45.
Oh, I needed that.
Inside the 25.
Ah, you gotta go, man.
And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions put up even more points in a win. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. That's Carlton Davis. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. Seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback.
One more play,
it feels
man.
like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
All right, one more snap to play here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's trying to push the field. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
You playing with the Chiefs again?
Yeah, you want to send me a request so you can be on, or you go?
It's all good.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's
get
able
up
to
out
get
of
this
that
one up
shit,
to his
man.
30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's
That
first
was
play.
very
Second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Gone. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Goff. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, here's Hunt. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
This is Gibbs. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. What was going through his mind when he got the play call? He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense. Brought down at the 20. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Man, that shit was over my head. I tried to jump and grab that motherfucker, too.
Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Good shit, though.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
But he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I tried to pull
the
ahead
first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw, Goff. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's Goff.
You feel me? That was a hell of a route, man. That was a hell of a route. You fucked them boys up.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the
you've been doing that shit. That's one of your
possession
little go-to
here
plays.
at their own 47-yard line. That throw,
Oh.
Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. The final shot before break here. Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You knew who I was throwing it to. I had to just try it, though.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I don't even know
that
how
is a tough way to start
like
the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
I outran my block. Damn, I fucked it. I outran my blocker, man.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game.
Man, I would have been gone.
You put it out to be a half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Goff now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Back to throw here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
We got
and
that
he's
first.
Able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
We got
and
that
the drive
first.
stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, that nigga was wide the fuck
As
open.
he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense.
Man, that last play, I tried to run it back. I shouldn't have tried to run
doing
it
their
back.
jobs in tandem. The
That nigga was wide open for the
helping the
touchdown.
back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with it, though.
There, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
Yeah, we're going to have to hold you to
Been
a
a very
field
hotly
goal.
contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Oh, yeah.
And they take it down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Mahomes. And this
you got lucky. You got fucking lucky.
The feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. There he goes again. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable. And he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big.
Rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Back to throw.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, boy.
That's
what the fuck I'm talking about.
Tackled down at the 1.
Nigga, clutch as
Part of
hell.
the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now 1st and goal.
He's clutch as hell for that, man.
Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And this time he is in.
Yes.
David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead.
I started to go for 2-2, but you ain't about to get in. You got 2 minutes though. You got a whole 2-minute drill.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes.
Oh,
that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Goff. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Mahomes to throw it. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mahomes will throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
knock this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And I be on different shit. Sometimes I be on the duty, sometimes I be on 2K. But shit, you'll see me online and shit, though.
He's got Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.